It is what it is. How many times have you, as a leader, as an owner, have heard yourself say that? Like, it is what it is. And in the context for today's video, think about the trade partners that you work with. So for Alluring Glass, like, how often do you try to get a hold of a trade partner and they won't answer their friggin' phone, or they don't respond to text messages quick enough, or they don't email quick enough, and you just say it is what it is. Like, they're pretty good. Alluring Glass is pretty good. They don't answer the phone all the time. They don't respond to text messages quickly all the time. They don't email all the time. And you just say to yourself, it is what it is. Or you're trying to get a quote, you're trying to get a bid done so you can try to sell a job, and your trade partner, Alluring Glass, as an example, you're trying to get the quote done, and you're like, hey, can I get the price for the shower glass? And you lament about it, and you just say it is what it is. Does it take 24 hours, which is our goal, to get quotes back in 24 hours, or does it take 24 days? Like, how long does it take you to get bids back, quotes back from your trade partners? And you just end up saying to yourself, it is what it is. Or how many times does a trade partner say to you, like Alluring Glass, say, hey, we'll get to you next week? Well, when next week? Well, there's 2 other jobs before you, so we'll get to you after we finish those 2 jobs. Well, is there a day and a time? No, I'll get to you when I can get to you. And you just say, it is what it is. Or, God forbid, since 2020, and we've just seen the influx of business, that there's an erosion of quality. And we make it right. Like, we're not perfect. We're human, right? So we're going to make mistakes. But because of the revenue, maybe there's more mistakes than normal. And we just say to ourselves, it is what it is. And at some point, we either are going to just keep that point going, it is what it is, and we're not going to make any changes, any modifications. We're not going to actually get any better. Or what we're trying to do at Alluring Glass is we're trying to draw a line in the sand and say, hey, if that, what would need to be true for us not to be one of those trade partners that you just say it is what it is, that we answer the phone, that we respond to text messages, that we email back quickly, that we get quotes back, bids back within 24 hours, that we show up when we say we're going to show up, that we've got a high level of execution when we do make mistakes because we are human, but that we fix it quick. And it's not just it is what it is. I think, the challenge with the trades is that everybody's saying how wonderful the trades are, and yet the owners, people like myself, have a default response many times to just say it is what it is. And the reality is that attitude that I have had, I'm guilty of it, it is what it is not helpful. If we want to change, it's going to start with us. And we're going to have to draw some lines in the sand and say, hey, look, it's not acceptable. Like that is not the way a professional company will operate. And by God, we're going to be a professional company. And so that's not going to be acceptable. Until we all kind of rally around the trades and say, we will be a professional industry. It's not, it is what it is. We're going to be excellent. Until we draw a line in the sand, like, nothing's going to change.